Indian football teams Twitch channel. My name is Lokmanu, your host, and we are here to watch the E-Tigers compete in the FIFA E-Nation Series 2022 Plains Match Week 4. Wow, what a fantastic journey we've had up until now as we've all been following, especially the FIFA community in India and all the FIFA fanatics that have been supporting these E-Tigers in this competition. This is the ultimate competition of FIFA E to for the countries to participate as member associations where they qualify for the playoffs and for the next steps of the tournament. But this is the initial stage, which is the plains that the nations were competing in a span of a few months. And of course, this is the last match week. But before that, I would like to definitely talk about the results that Team India has had in the previous match week. So in total, there were 4 match weeks, and we are here, of course, down to the last one. But India's results have been fantastic in all the previous tournaments, in all the previous match weeks that we have seen. And in match week 1, India finished with 16 points, of course, top of the table. Second was Indonesia. That was the first match week where India performed phenomenally well with 5 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. Moving on to the second match week, India finished second behind Australia, of course, a very nation when it comes to FIFA esports, tons of experience, and India finished second on the table with 12 points, is 4 points behind Australia with a record of 3 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses, which, of course, the consistency is rewarded. And I will talk about the consistency ranking in just a bit. And then in match week 3, India finished second again to Australia. And like I said, it's a fierce competition going on at the top of the table in every match week for our Tigers. They played 8 matches where they finished with the same record once again: 3 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses, and at 12 points, 3 points behind Australia in this match week. But now it's time for match week 4. And when it comes to consistency points, apologies, I did mention this the last time that India successfully managed to qualify for the FIFA E Nations 2022 playoffs, which of course is the best result, and which was, of course, something all nations in this division are aiming for. There are 2 divisions, Division 1 and Division 2, and India has been in Division 1 based on last year's rankings, and they have stayed there and, in fact, stayed at the top when it comes to the consistency ranking points. We have played 24 matches. We've had a record of 11 wins, 7 draws, and 6 losses, and we are at 780 consistency points, which is, of course, a fantastic, fantastic achievement indeed for the E-Tigers, and they are 60 points above Australia. Now, we're starting with match week 4. We've got some interesting fixtures lined up today. Yeah, and of course, that the fixtures are against Japan and Malaysia. We will be seeing 2 matches tomorrow that will be against Australia and Indonesia. But today, the focus, of course, shifts to the first match between India and Japan, and the E-Tigers, Charanjot Singh and Sachin Rana, are ready to battle it out for the best possible seeding for the Indian E national team. We'll be, of course, be setting up the game now, and we're quickly back for the first match against Japan. All right, guys, we are live with the first game. Welcome back to the match stream. Like I had mentioned earlier, India is playing against Japan today. This is the first game the E-Tigers will be playing in match week 4 of the FIFA E-Nations 2022 planes. And like I said earlier, this match week promises to be a good opportunity for the national team to play for that higher seed in order to finish at the top when it comes to the consistency ranking points. And we'll, of course, get the confirmation from FIFA later on as to how the format works for the playoffs. But right now, the focus is completely on getting that victory for India. Playing for the nation, of course, these two young FIFA esports athletes in Charanjot Singh and Sid Chandrana, who have done a phenomenal job to keep India at the top when it comes to the consistency ranking points and competing in a very competitive division where you've got some of the best countries playing in this competition. And we have Japan in the first matchup indeed. You can see all the updated FUT cards in the game for the players to use. These are the unlocked accounts. With that being said, now we are kicking off with the first game. And it is going to be Japan playing from left to right in the white kit, whereas India will be playing from right to left in the black kit. Great interception at the start of the game. And India has the chance to build. Japan, of course, losing possession right at the start. Not much to their delight. Good pass there. Pele coming inside the box, takes a shot, blocked by Ruben Diaz. Great positive start for India. As we've always seen, the E-national team with Charanjot and Sid, they always like to attack fiercely at the start, try and get a grip of the game. We've seen that from time to time. The Tigers try and get the first goal, and that would be their aim today as well. R9 coming inside the box for Japan. Very good interception there by Joao Cancelo. First corner of the game goes to Japan. Tries to launch it out towards Cristiano Ronaldo at back post. Will manage to keep the ball in. Ruben Diaz with a chance. Very well tackled there by Ruben Diaz of India. Both the players pretty confident going into this. There's no pressure on India. Like we had previously mentioned that India has already qualified for the playoffs. So it's all about the pride and most importantly the seeding, if it all matters later on in this tournament format. To stay at the top when it comes to the consistency points. Australia just behind India with a difference of 60 points between them. Jude Bellingham right now trying to find space for Japan. Defense is pretty compact for the E-Tigers as of now. We've seen it from so many matches that have happened in the past. They've done a good job to keep the shape. So obviously the target is to reduce the number of errors in this match to try and build for the playoffs, which is going to be an extreme and actually a very daunting task indeed, with all the top nations coming around from the whole region, in fact. And this is India's chance to cement their position as a team with the best possible results. And of course, the aim is to concede the least number of goals. Missed tackle there from Hakimi. That could cost the Tigers an opportunity for Japan indeed. Gets a free kick on the left-hand side of the pitch. Interesting choices, of course. Maldini starting at the back instead of Marquinhos. We've seen Marquinhos in the teams a lot of times. That's a very good ball in, but very well defended by Jude Bellingham for India. Good pass attempted behind the back line. Eusebio just offside by a couple of centimeters, really. He had the chance to run behind the defense and get that first opportunity for India. Great cross being put in. Bellingham tries to chest it down, but Hakimi just doing enough to put him off the ball. India now tries to rebuild again. Switch of play to Hullet. Wins the header very well. The individual performances of both our Tigers have been phenomenal as well when it comes to the FIFA Global Series rankings. They've done a very good job to be consistent individually and in the 2v2 format. To let all the new viewers know, this is a 2v2 format introduced this year by FIFAe. And all the nations are playing in a 2v2 format. There were 4 match weeks played for the FIFA Nations 2022 planes. And this is match week 4, where India plays Japan, Malaysia, Australia and Indonesia in Division 1 for the Asia and Oceania region. Hakimi this time once again launches out to Bellingham, and what an attempt that was indeed. This is the new meta, you can say, the new crossing technique. It's like the German cross, as they like to call it, which has been sort of invented by some of the pros in Europe. And you can see all the teams in this region also trying these new things in order to just put a cross inside the box and put the team under pressure. That was a very good chance. Had that been anyone, for example, R9, that would have been a goal. In fact, that was Jude Bellingham making a run from the middle of the pitch. Mbappe now launching it out to R9 on the wings. It's been quite an attacking display from Japan up until now. They've been very good in this match indeed. The Tigers really haven't had a chance up until now. They would of course like to create one as soon as possible, get the first goal in the bag to cement their position in this matchup. As we approach half-time, it's all been Japan when it comes to attack. Mbappe playing it out to Hullet. Nice bit of passing, good link-up play, great pass to Pele. Can he make that extra pass inside the box to R9? Very well defended by Ruben Diaz indeed. Fantastic chance created inside the box. The combination of Pele, Eusebio, R9 is pretty solid indeed. And you can see a 3-5-2 being played, a formation that Charanjot has been trying himself. It definitely looks like it. You can see Kylian Mbappe playing on the right wing-back position. And you've got Cancelo playing at the left wing-back position. And this is an interesting turn of events. This could cost. The offside trap was not very well done. Pele takes a shot, and what a save that is from Peter Schmeichel at the near post. Last chance for the first half for Japan in order to get the first goal. The offside trap was a failure, unfortunately, for India. But can they get away with it? R9 takes a shot, Green times it. And to the much relief of the Tigers, they've somehow gotten away with it. And you can see from the stats, 1.5 XG for Japan. 3 shots in comparison to the 1 for India. You can see that 3-5-2 formation lined up pretty well. Something that you will see Charanjot using a lot now. You can see a change of tactics being set very well, actually, in different tactical sections. That you can see 3-5-2 being played as the main formation right now for the Tigers. Match week 4 of the Plains, where India is comfortably sitting at the top when it comes to the consistency points. They have qualified for the playoffs. And this is a chance to get some good practice in and get those consistency ranking points on board to try and stay above Australia, who've done a very good job in order to get those consistent finishes in every match week. But here we are starting with the second half of the first match between India and Japan. India will be playing every nation in this match week twice, home and away leg. Although the match results are completely separate, there is no aggregate score. Every match has a definite result. 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and all that will be added up in the match week 4 table. You can see Maldini just standing with the ball there, waiting for the players of Japan to come out and tackle the ball. Like I said, India is in a comfortable position. The E-Tigers will not be rushing at all whatsoever. They would want to keep as much as possession. Just when I say that, the commentators curse indeed. They just give the ball away. It's always the case, isn't it? India playing from left to right in the black kit. Trying to find space. And they're just keeping the ball, you can see, just trying to run down the clock and look for that one opportunity. But Cancelo, unfortunately, takes it out of play. Good chance now for Japan this time to build from the back. Because earlier, Japan has done a very good job indeed to keep the ball and create some chances. That's the reason why you saw the E-Tigers keeping a lot of the ball. They want to take control of the game. Kylian Mbappe this time in a very dangerous position, and Schmeichel going down to the ground and swiping the ball away from Mbappe's feet. Chance for now Eusebio to play it back to Pele. E-Tigers looking dangerous in the midfield now, trying to create space behind the back line. But Bellingham was in place to stop that. Jude Bellingham, of course, one of the best players in the game. Arguably the best centre mid in this game you can have after Moments Hullet. This future star card is fantastic indeed. Eusebio with a chance. Great bit of dribbling, twisting and turning inside the box. Nice La Croqueta cancel pass. Still manages to keep the ball. Eusebio, nice roulé in there. Tries to take a shot. Well tackled there by Jude Bellingham. And not letting that chance pass. Japan has been very solid at the back, and they've created their chances their own. And with 67 minutes up on the clock, the E-Tigers have to try and do something different. And you can see a pause cued by Janacid. Definitely wants to make some changes. Good cross there once again by Japan. Tries to take a shot. This has effectively worked for the Japanese E-national team. Well put in cross from the left-hand side from Cancelo, I believe. And Hullet almost getting the shot away. Last second block by Ruben Diaz for India. Now has a chance to create one of their own. Once again, the defense has been on point. This has been a game with less goals, but it's of course been a very cagey affair between the two nations. R9 this time in the box, looking dangerous for Japan again. Well defended by the E-Tigers. 3-5-2 formation, of course, has its own merits. You can see the wing play has been very effective for all the pro players around the world using this new meta formation indeed. Meta, of course, means the most effective tactics available. All pros try and work around new formations and see what fits the best for them. And it'll be interesting to see how this formation works in the 2v2 format, where you rely upon your teammate as much as you rely upon yourself in order to play your best FIFA when it comes to competitive tournaments. An opportunity this big to represent your country. R9 manages to get the ball somehow after the interception of Hakimi. Only 9 minutes plus stoppage time in this game left. Not much has happened for E-Tigers when it comes to the attacking third. Japan has been absolutely phenomenal indeed. Credits to them for playing this well against the number one team in this division. But India has been very solid at the back. All that matters is not to concede the goal right now and to build and try and keep the ball for the last attack, which I believe will be the aim of Charanjot and Sid. You see, the most passes have been done at the back. You can see a three-man backline for India. They're just playing and managing the game, seeing out time for the last attack. Japan has not pressed much in the dying embers of this game. And will they go for the last attack now? 90th minute. They're still passing it around. Will have the last chance. You can see now Cancelo tries to push inside. This could be India's moment in order to get the goal. R9 coming inside, but Hakimi with the tackle. And that's it for this match. Pretty dull game in terms of the scoreline, but that's exactly what India need. I think they had a game plan in their head, and they have successfully managed to do so. Japan, with a lot of chances created, the situation of the game management would have been completely different if Japan had scored the first goal. With that being said, we've just concluded the first match between India and Japan. We will shortly be starting off with the second match, this time on India's home. Stay tuned, guys. We will be right back. All right, guys, we are back with the second match between Japan and India in the match week 4 of the FIFA E-Nations Series 2022 play-ins. Saw the first match, pretty competitive between the two nations. Japan performing much better than the E-Tigers in the last game, but a draw was a good result for India to put on the table despite not being able to play to their best. And now it's time for them to get those 3 points against a very strong Japanese national team. India starting from left to right this time in the white kit, and you'll see Japan in the black kit. So there is a switch of kits for the viewers to remember. Straight away, India on the attack. R9 inside the box. That could be a very good chance for India at the start of this game. Exactly what they would want. Cancelo this time. La Croqueta tries to play it back. Nice bit of skill inside the box indeed from Cancelo. And we all know how the La Croqueta and La Croqueta cancel has been so good. That's a chance for Japan, and CR7 in fact tries to play it, but not the best pass. And India managed to escape that situation. This time with the ball, Hullet plays it out to Hakimi. Good bit of passing in the midfield. But just when I said that, the commentator says it back again. 3-5-2 being played. Keeping the faith. Of course, the team captain Charanjot making that decision and playing that formation himself has been extremely effective for the Tigers when it comes to their 1v1 journey. Charanjot, for example, has done very well with their new formation, trying to implement that in the 2v2 concept as well for Team India. Very well defended once again, and now they were trying to build from the back. Best part about the 3-5-2 is the space that you get on the wings. It is something that is required on the PlayStation 5 version of the game, and you'll see that from time to time how these tactics evolve in this game, especially as big of a competition as the FIFA E-Nations play-in series. So when I was about to say that, there was a chance for Eusebio, blocked really well, and he got the second bite at the cherry. Just not able to create that much of space and get that first goal that India has been chasing since the last match, in fact. There's a chance for CR7. What a beautiful header indeed. That's the first goal for Japan. They've been trying to exploit those crosses from the wings, and a great ball being put in by Cancelo from the left. And CR7 making no mistakes and doing what he does best, and that is the aerial threat that he provides in the team, which is why the Japanese national team has played with him in their team. Great snatch there by Eusebio. This could be India's chance to get the equalizer. Eusebio takes a shot, and what a save that is from Edwin van der Sar. A great snatch by Eusebio right at the last man, the press that was put by Eusebio. Fantastic opportunity created for India there. Eusebio not coming in clutch this time for the Tigers. And that's a very good chance gone by for the Tigers to come back into this game. Probably a green time shot would have been a better option, but like we all know how it works when it comes to playing online against different countries with the distance, with the servers. The players know it best. And to get that shot away, of course, was a positive move by India in that situation. Bellingham. Gets it back from Ruben Diaz. Great pass there out on the wings to Cancelo. Can he play that ball inside? Tries to play that cross indeed. That's something that has worked for Japan in the last match, as you saw a couple of chances being missed for them. This time, of course, the cross coming in handy for them as well, scoring the first goal and putting India under pressure. Now, India tried to do that as well. We can see from the wing play that they're playing. Nice cross to R9. What a finish that is from the Brazilian legend. And that is a goal for the highlight reel indeed. An overhead kick. Wow. Exactly the cross we were all talking about. And that pass from Cancelo. What a beautiful finish that is. And indeed has to go down one of the best goals for India in the FIFA E-Nations Series plains. First time overhead kick, that too tipping over the goalkeeper in the far corner. I'm pretty sure the Tigers must be elated to score that. So much of passion indeed coming after that goal. As FIFA players, you can understand how much it affects your morale going into the game. And that's a chance for Japan indeed. CR7 on the wings with a couple of skills inside the box. Reverse elastico, arguably one of the most effective skill moves in this game. It's a great chance, but once again, very well defended by India. And now again, Cancelo heading out to the wings. Will he try and cross once again? Just tries to run past the defenders, but Hakimi not letting him pass to try and repeat what happened just a few moments ago. Cancelo, with that 5-star weak foot indeed, with the Team of the Year card, has the ability to launch crosses from outside the box. This time we're approaching the 45 minutes mark. You can see Japan trying to keep the ball as much as possible, and they will try and go for the last attack of this half. India just has to keep their shape and not concede. The whole mentality, the whole plan, the whole tactical setup changes if you concede a goal or score a goal at the 45th minute, because this is a chance for India now to launch that pass out to Eusebio. Very well cleared there by Cancelo, taking no risks whatsoever. And what a game this has been. You can see so much of improvement for India from the last match. 4 shots in comparison to the 2 shots taken by Japan. What a fantastic game this has been up until now. 1.8 XG for Team India. They'll be very, very happy to keep doing this in the remainder of the 45 minutes. Interesting player choices indeed. You can see Maldini, Hakimi, in fact, playing as a centre-back, that he just provides that pace. And he's got that height as well to sort of position yourself as a centre-back with that pace in this setup that the players have. Obviously, the timer to make changes has been increased by the competitive team for the players to make the changes with a lot of time on their hands and not to rush their decisions, because these are all competitive games. You're playing for something, and this time you're playing for your country, which of course is the biggest moment for any competitive FIFA player. With that being said, we're starting off finally with the second half of the second match between India and Japan. Anyone tuning in just now, Japan and India were locked level in the first match, 0-0 scoreline. Japan playing, of course, really well. And in the second match, it's India who likes to be the more dominant team. Obviously, the goal scored from Japan was very good, a cross into CR7. But the goal to match it up was absolutely out of this world. Cross in from Cancelo and an overhead kick by R9. score a goal for the history books. India playing from right to left in the white kit on the ball right now. This 2v2 format where our E-Tigers have been at the top of the consistency ranking points in this division, in this region, in fact, with 780 consistency points. It's over a course of 4 match weeks, so you can say it is very well deserved indeed. That's a chance for Eusebio to come into. Mbappe now tries to twist and turn inside the box, tries to take a shot. Although I do believe that pass was available to R9, and that's exactly Charanjot and Sid might be talking about. Just too much of traffic. Again, a cross launched in, and Pele this time trying to launch himself in the air. Very difficult to win that aerial duel against Ruben Diaz. Mbappe now switching out the play. To Diaz once again. Cancelo. Great bit of passing there from India. Keeping possession, trying to frustrate the opponent. Create that one chance that will definitely count indeed. Cancelo to Bellingham. The goal, of course, would be to get the next goal and cement their position in this match. Get maximum points that they can from this game. Eusebio now tries to launch a finesse shot. Great save there by Edwin van der Sar. What a fantastic chance that was, out of the blue, just catching the defenders off guard. Great attempt, I must say. It's Japan now on the counter. R9 trying to play it back to Hakimi, who made a run. It's actually CR7, apologies. Tried to make a run behind the defense. Almost getting that ball through. You can see the press from Japan now trying to have some numbers high up in the midfield, trying to win that ball and successfully managing to do so at the moment. It's 65 minutes up on the clock. Not much time left for them to make a lot of changes. I think all the substitutions really happen around this time. Throughout this tournament, we have not seen substitutions being made around the 85th minute mark. It's either right now or the players don't really get changed. And you can see Dembele being brought on by Charanjot. That 94 Dembele card with the upgrade, of course, looks much, much better and in a position to act as a super sub that will give India the result that they are looking for. Japan has been solid at the back in this game, and they were just the same in the first match. In fact, they were the better team. CR7 now. Kylian Mbappe on the wings. You can see another pause being cued by Genesis. Surely there's something might be needed, but Kylian Mbappe in a very good position, plays it out to Cruyff. Will try and look for that extra pass right now. Takes a shot. And once again, I think Pele was inside the box waiting. I think it was Eusebio who was waiting for that pass from Cruyff. And a shot taken into traffic and winning a corner. This is good for Team India. He's getting the corners and creating themselves those chances, putting themselves in good positions to score goals. With 70 minutes up on the clock. Surely must be some tactical changes that the Tigers must be looking at. This formation has worked really well for them. But can this get the result they want? India is going to be playing against Malaysia after this. And then tomorrow, India plays against Australia in the first game. And second game would be played against Indonesia. Eusebio now on the ball from the corner. That's a great chance, but very well tackled by Ruben Diaz. Mbappe now on the wings. Tries to cross it in to Puskas, and a great save there by Schmeichel. Wow. What a chance that was for Japan indeed. Apologies for the technical issue there. I think my voice got a bit delayed. We're back on track with Kylian Mbappe on the wings for India. This could be the chance to try and get the goal. Cruyff inside the box, tries to do a fake shot. Will play that La Croqueta cancel pass. Pele with a good chance indeed. And Maldini coming in the way. It's been such a close game indeed. Those two goals were absolutely phenomenal for both the teams. Especially for India though, that screamer from R9. Something that definitely deserves a replay and to be played on loop. Japan tries to make that cross once again. This has been so deadly and worked really well for them. The Tigers have to be extremely careful going into the next matches as well. And even in fact for the next 9 minutes, they would want to try and contain those crosses as much as possible, trying to close down the players on the wings. Good pass there. Now Eusebio has a chance, but takes a bit too much time to get the ball in his control. Not managing to try and run away with it, although the pass was pretty good. Japan now has a chance. Puskas trying to play it to CR7, who tries to head it back. But defender pretty much in the way, to the much relief of the Tigers. They have survived that and now will try go for the last attack. Tried to catch Japan on the counter, but they came back in shape. And now I think it will be a case for India to just pass around and get a result in this match. Hakimi is trying to find space. You can see the wing options are available. The players are very high up the pitch. You can see where Mbappe is standing. Hakimi not taking any prisoners with him, just trying to be as composed as possible around that position. Ruben Diaz. Well, that's a cheap giveaway, something that you didn't want to do, and Japan now will try and capitalize on this. Can they make that extra pass? Decided to do so, but Ruben Diaz in the way. And we finish with another draw between India and Japan in the FIFA E-Nations 2022 Plains match week 4, the last match week. And that goal from CR7, you can see what a fantastic goal that was indeed. But will we see that goal? Okay, but of course we will plan and then come out with the goal and the highlight reel for everyone to watch for that R9 goal. But with that being said, both matches against Japan have concluded pretty well. And 2 draws, that means 2 points on the table for India. Definitely not the result they would have wanted. They would have wanted the win, of course, but it's not a loss indeed either. So we'll be back with the second match between India and Malaysia in a few moments. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. Hey guys, we are back for the FIFA E-Nations 2022 Plains match week 4, India's match against Malaysia. What a match this promises to be as we head into the last stages of the Plains competition. India qualified for playoffs already, and this is their chance to play for pride and of course to play for the maximum consistency ranking points indeed, and to keep India above Australia, who are chasing the E-Tigers by 60 CP. But here we are with India playing from right to left in the black kit, whereas Malaysia playing from left to right in the white kit. This is promising. This is a very promising fixture indeed, because every time India has played Malaysia, it has been a close fought affair. And India has come out on top as well on a couple of occasions, which is a positive sign going into this. And that's a chance for Malaysia. R9 will try and take that, and Ruben Diaz. Well. What a fantastic chance that was for Malaysia, but very well defended there indeed. Pai Ruben Diaz just coming in the way. What an opportunity for Malaysia right now. India holding on, of course, to that chance. Pull it with a clean time header there. Wow, that was a fantastic header indeed. But to the delight of the Tigers, it did not have any impact on the scoreline. And we've seen this from time to time from the Tigers, that they've done a very good job in order to stop those set pieces. The crossing has been their issue, I believe, at the start of this match week, with Japan trying to launch those balls in from out wide. Cruyff now. Try and play the ball in. Pele behind Ruben Diaz like a shadow, trying to get the ball, but not getting enough space to do so. Maximin in a good position, but Maldini, as we all know, the Italian legend, we would find in so many people's teams because of the moments card indeed. He is definitely one of the best centre-backs in this game. But here we are with R9 on the edge of box, trying to come inside. Hullet, nice bit of dribbling, plays it out to Kylian Mbappe. Games between all the countries has been so close, always. Only a few games we see a scoreline of huge margins. I just want to say that again, a cross being put into Mbappe, but Cancelo defending that pretty well indeed. Bellingham now switches it out to Kylian Mbappe. Back to Ruud Gullit, trying to create that space from the midfield this time. R9 with a beautiful turn, still managed to keep the ball. Johan Cruyff takes the shot, and that's the first goal for Team India. What a turn that was from R9. To cut inside and then play that pass to Cruyff. For a second I thought that it's going to be Pele taking over from R9. Both the Brazilian icons are going to combine, but R9 somehow just doing his magic. And that being said, that's a chance for Malaysia on the counter. Just no breathing room whatsoever for India in that situation. Malaysia straight away coming at them with the attack. That could have given them the equalizer. That's a chance, and it's the post. What an attempt, still has the ball, but R9 is offside. Wow, what a sequence of events we've just noticed here. Malaysia not sitting back whatsoever after conceding that goal. They're not keeping the ball. They will try and just push as much as possible. And it's been a flurry of attacks from them, and that's a very good chance once again. My oh my, that was heading towards the far post, just inches away. And kudos to Malaysia for having such positivity after conceding the goal. E-Tigers look a little bit nervous here, but of course with their experience they should be able to fend off these attacks. Well, they were not able to, because again a cross being put at the back post to Alan San Maximin, who scores the equalizer for Malaysia. Great chance created there from the wings, and this, like I mentioned earlier, has been sort of an issue to deal with for the Tigers in this match week. The crosses inside the box have been threatening and have been very deadly for Japan in the first match. At this time now, Malaysia making the most of it and doing a very good job in order to get that equalizer. You could see it coming really with all the chances that they were creating. But India now on the attack. Bullet playing it out to Kylian Mbappe. Nice bit of ball roll, scoop turn there. Plays it out to Pele. Has a chance to play that pass into Cruyff. Well defended from Malaysia in that situation. Mbappe now back to Hakimi. It's been such a close game right now, with Malaysia, of course, having the more number of opportunities going forward. India will try and create more of these. How they scored the first goal, they would be trying to understand what was the pattern there, what's the best way in order to replicate that situation, because that goal was absolutely fantastic. And R9 trying to do some techers in the middle of the pitch, not doing him any good. That could end up costing Team India a goal. And wow, that I almost thought was a penalty. You can hear the jeers and the boos from the crowd within the game itself. It was a scary moment indeed for the Tigers not to concede a goal in that position. Bullet now plays it to Pele, who will try and play that pass to R9, just not enough. Good end-to-end display there. At the 45th minute mark, India has a chance. Great tackle there by Marquinhos. This could be Malaysia's moment to take the lead before the half-time whistle. They've been very good when it comes to attacking, and oh my God, what a save that is from Peter Schmeichel. The header did not have that much of power indeed, but you can see how effective Malaysia has been. Look at that XG, 3.6. E-Tigers sort of need to change their tactics or need to do something different. They are trying out the 3-5-2 formation for the first time in a competitive tournament as big as the FIFA E-Nation Series. And you can see they've switched to a 4-4-2 now, trying to figure out who to play where. And the best thing about this is that you don't really have to sacrifice any player at the start of the match, which means in 3-5-2 formation, Kylian Mbappe is the player playing on the wings, so they can easily switch back to the 4-man defense and have those two attackers up top with a 4-man midfield as well. You can see Dembele being brought on this time now for, I believe it's Cruyff, who's going to make way for this young Frenchman who's got a 94 rated FUT Fantasy card. That being said, India now kicking off from left to right in the black kit, trying to make more attacks. Like if you compare it to the attacks of Malaysia, they've done a fantastic job to create more opportunities. They've threatened more. Nice pass there from Hullet. The new skill, as we like to talk about it, the La Croqueta cancel pass. It is so effective. It gives you sort of the FIFA 21 gameplay and the effectiveness of it, as we all know in the last edition of that particular FIFA, was so good. And pros are now trying to exploit this as well. Great close control there. Bellingham now tries to take a green time shot. Great attempt there, in fact, by the English midfielder. Hakimi now playing it out to Dembele, who will be offside by a fraction of a second. Maldini this time, playing it out to Cafu. Pele trying to find his fellow Brazilian teammate. You can see India has switched to a 4 at the back instead of a 3-5-2, trying out different formations, tactics, heading into the playoffs. This is the moment to do so. They're not worried about the qualification at all, as they've already secured their position in the playoffs. But this is the time to try out new things and see what works best for you. Of course, there will be challenges along the way. And I think India's biggest challenge this match week has been the crosses being put from out wide. Malaysia has played a pretty wide game in comparison to India. They're trying to play as narrow passes as possible. Of course, trying to create spaces from outside as well, from the edge of the boxes as well. It haven't been successful. Stubborn defense, stubborn backline of Malaysia. Bellingham now. Out to Hullet. Nice bit of passing between the two. Dembele, one touch with Hullet, but a very good interception by Malaysia. The half an hour mark is already here. Time just flies by when you have such intense games going on. Not a lot of goals between the two. Much we would have expected. This is being played on the Singapore server, by the way, so this is Malaysia's home. And next up will be India's home, which will be played on the Mumbai server. And that, of course, has a massive impact. It's exactly how it is in a game of real football, playing at a home stadium or not. Sort of you can compare it to that. But anyway, this is a chance for Malaysia. Very well defended. There's lots of room for R9 to run into on the wings. We'll try and come back inside. Marquinhos reading that pretty well. This time Jude Bellingham. Out to Kylian Mbappe. Pull it now. This time, this bit of step overs there. Still manages to keep the ball. Hakimi coming in and making that decisive tackle. And there's a pause being cued by the Malaysians. As this is the time most substitutions are being made. Like I said in the last game, it's not much time after 70 minutes that you would want to make changes and for them to have an impact. This is the apt time that we've seen from time to time in this tournament from all the pro players making those changes around this time. Pele now coming inside the box. Nice bit of skills. Very well defended. Ruben Diaz coming back. I think he is the best centre-back in this game. Such a good player. Bellingham with lots of space. Plays it out to Dembele. What a chance that was. Just not able to turn inside properly. Pull it. Now to Pele. Will try and attack from the wings. Tries to play it to Bellingham. But a great interception. Malaysia has been so strong at the back and now tries to play on the counter. R9 not able to get the better of Maldini, who of course is an icon of this game and so effective when it comes to FIFA 22. His icon moments card separates him from the pack. You can see he's doing the job really well for Malaysia as well. Cancelo now will try and play to Pele. Will he be offside though? Manages to keep himself on. Malaysia now comes to attack. India have to defend their fort as we don't have much time in this game left. It's 85 minutes and I think it's going to be again the scenario for the third time where you will be seeing one of these teams trying to keep the ball for the last attack and not rush it. Well, just when I say that, the commentators curse. I don't know, it's become a trend now that it just happens. It's written in the stars maybe. But I believe this goal could be written in the stars for India, as that was a very good attempted pass. Just falling short. And Mbappe not able to play it through to R9 inside the box. 90th minute. This would be the last chance for India to salvage something from this game. They've been locked level at 1-1 since the start of the second half. And that is pretty much it. I think the pause cued was to make some changes. Great opportunity now for these players to try and snatch a win for their country. Of course, with the E-Tigers, the whole community behind supporting them, wanting them to get the maximum number of points on the table. They would want to get a result out of this game. Just a couple of more seconds. I think the referee is about to blow the whistle. This match pretty much is done and dusted. And that is going to be a long throw. Mbappe now tries to play it out on the wings, but very well defended by Ruben Diaz. And that is it for the first game between India and Malaysia. That was a close fought affair indeed, with India getting the first goal and Malaysia coming back into this game with a great equalizer, deservingly so. Created so many chances before that. And we will be back for the last match and, of course, the second game against Malaysia, where India will try and get a win after 3 draws out of the 4 matches that they've played. They've not lost, which is, of course, a positive sign. But can we see a win from India at their home server, which is the Mumbai server against Malaysia? Stay tuned for the last game, guys. We will be right back. All right, guys, we are back for the second match between India and Malaysia in this exciting affair, as these two countries have gone neck to neck with each other in the previous match weeks as well of the FIFA E-Nations Online Qualifiers 2022 planes. The first match, locking horns against each other. The score was tied at 1-1. Malaysia playing really well in the first match as well, creating so many opportunities. India's goal was absolutely fantastic indeed, very well created. And now is the time for India to try and get a result on their home server, which is the Mumbai server. And that, of course, has a massive role to play when it comes to this 2v2 format and playing on the competitive server. India playing from left to right in the black kit, whereas Malaysia this time will be playing in the white kit from right to left. You can see the aggressive pressing that the E-Tigers doing in this match, knowing that it's their home server, and will try and get the first goal, which is of course much needed when it comes to playing on your home turf, you can say, to try and get a result. Again, a cross being put in by Malaysia. I think it's all the teams now that have switched to this tactic of loading in those crosses from outside the box and getting the results for it. Japan, of course, doing the same against India in the previous matchup. This time Malaysia getting that equalizer in the last match that ended up in a 1-1 draw. Bellingham now playing it out to Cancelo. Good ball being played to Cruyff. He has the chance to get inside the box and find his teammate Pele. Now, will he be able to find and squeeze through this very tight back line? Cruyff with a chance, and that's the first goal for India. Exactly what the whole community, the fans, and of course the supporters of the E-National team would have wanted. Great way to just be patient inside the box through all that traffic and with so many bodies in front. Charanjot and Sid have done a fantastic job in order to create that chance. But hang on a minute, that's a chance for Malaysia and they hit the post. Wow. That's, I think, been Malaysia's trademark, really. Every time that they concede a goal, they try and come back into the game as soon as possible. Pele now, once again, for India. Can he make this chance count? What a pass into the path of Mbappe this time. And that's 2 goals in quick succession for the E-Tigers. And what a phenomenal game we're all witnessing here in the last match of today against Malaysia in the match week 4 of the Plains. Great finish indeed from Kylian Mbappe. He didn't have to do much. It was, of course, a tap-in opportunity. But to be able to get into that position, to be able to find space through that stubborn backline of Malaysia we saw in the last game. But hang on a minute, Cruyff this time takes a chance and Van der Sar, what a save, and that could have been 3-0 in 23 minutes. Absolutely bizarre indeed. Where was this team India in all the previous matches where we've had 3 draws in succession, really? Obviously, this is a very good situation for the Tigers to be in right now. Pele once again. R9 inside the box. McGeady cancels, still manages to hold the ball. Look at the skills on display there. Has a chance to play it out to Hullet, who will take a shot. And Edwin van der Sar once again responding. This could have been 4 goals. Sid and Charanjot are absolutely on fire. Cruyff, great bit of dribbling there. What's happening really? Backline of Malaysia is so scattered and clueless at the moment. They're not able to stop these attacks. Somewhat what happened to India in the last game where Malaysia kept creating those chances. And in fact, they're at the receiving end in this match. Of course, it is the Mumbai server. And the opportunity to perform on your home server indeed is a big one. Great tackle there by Ashraf Hakimi, just not giving Pele any space to maneuver there. And now India has the opportunity to attack. R9 manages to head the ball down to Kylian Mbappe. What a goal this would be if it's possible at all. And Cancelo just sticking out a leg and stopping that. R9 with a wonderful touchdown there for Kylian Mbappe to run onto. Johan Cruyff playing it out to his fellow Dutchman in the midfield. Can the E-Tigers create one more opportunity? That will surely put them in a very good position in order to win this game. 3 goals, and it will be very difficult for Malaysia to come back. Look at that passing. Look at that display. And goodness me, what a goal that is. The first time passing. Such intricate build-up in that situation. And wow, Kylian Mbappe getting a second bite at the cherry and putting the ball at the back of the net. First chance, of course, with his right foot. He should have buried it. But Edwin van der Sar has been phenomenal for Malaysia in all these situations. Of course, hasn't got any support from the back line, which is why you see the scoreline. Kylian Mbappe on the second attempt, slotting the ball home and giving India a very good position to be in as we approach the half-time whistle. Maldini now plays it to Hakimi, Bellingham, Cruyff. With so much of synchronization, these passes are coming through. Once again, Pele, nice, McGeady cancels, Scoop turns it. Waits for another reverse elastico, my goodness. All the skills are being displayed here. And it's with some flamboyancy that the Tigers are playing this match. So confident. Last attack now. Pele, for some reason, just stops the ball there, hoping to try and play that ball out. He's just waiting now who to play that pass to. R9 now winning the throw-in once again. This could be India's last chance to attack, really. They've gone back with the throw-in and the referee has blown the whistle. But what a half this has been for India. You can see it's exactly a reflection of the first match. But the teams are reversed. It was in fact Malaysia with 8 shots and to India's 1 with a 3.6 xG. And now it's the opposite, with India having almost the same number of shots and attacking Malaysia, taking the game by the scruff of its neck. And it is a daunting task for Malaysia to come back into this game as the Tigers representing the Indian football team's E-national team in this competition, where they have been at the top of the pile when it comes to the consistency ranking points. They've done a fantastic job indeed. Can they get another goal here with R9 inside the box? Just trying to play that extra pass. Successfully managing to defend there, Malaysia. They've been at the back foot right from the start of this tournament indeed, from this particular match. And you can see Pele now to Bellingham. Nice La Croqueta there. Cruyff, great elastico, reverse elastico. It's a flurry of elasticos, but not the goal that follows. Really very well defended by the Malaysian players. Good cross there being put in. This time you can see the E-Tigers are trying those crosses themselves. Charanjot and Sid tried playing different formations, tried playing the 3-5-2 as well. But I think four at the back has been working really well for them. It could be a situation where they've switched to a 3-5-2 once again, just in order to be defensively sound. But I think as it looks like they are still stuck with the 4 at the back. Kylian Mbappe down the wings on the right hand side will try and lob the cross. In fact, goes for the pass. Pull it. Had that chance to play it to Pele. My goodness, didn't see that, but R9, what a steal that is. And that Rule has done to perfection. And what a goal for the Brazilian icon there. Phenomenal, really, doing all the work that had to be done perfectly in that scenario. What a finish that is indeed from 97 icon moments, Ronaldo Nazario. Great finish indeed. Snatched the ball away right at the edge of the box, came inside, two defenders, Roulette between them, and a fantastic finish at the far post. No chance for the goalkeeper whatsoever. And India has been so good in this particular matchup. Malaysia has had no response to their attacking prowess. Dembele with another chance. Bellingham now to Kylian Mbappe. Back to Hullet, now to Dembele. Could have turned back and played it to Kylian Mbappe. Exactly what the Tigers must be talking about, really. Two chances the players have made a run down the left flank. And it has to be spotted indeed. Look at the passing. Look at the smoothness of this. This is exactly what the Tigers would want for them in the playoffs as well. These are, in fact, the building blocks, really, to try and get maximum points out of a fixture. Great tackle there by Cancelo, winning the ball on the left-hand side of the pitch. Hullet will launch it out to Ousmane Dembele, who tries to do a roulette and takes a shot. This time, Malaysia doing a very good job in order to defend that chance. Maximin. Malaysia just not able to keep a hold of the ball. They don't have much time, of course. They have to make those substitutions as well. Now is the time. And to be able to make those tactical changes if they have even the slightest chance of coming back. Because India is being relentless. Great shot there by Eusebio. Pele managing to pick up the pieces, but just offside by a margin. Mbappe now. Well, just when I said it, what a tackle that was from Bellingham. Now Pele on the left hand side will try and look to play that pass. R9 looks empty inside the box. Kylian Mbappe, in fact it is. And what a finish indeed. Well, R9 was substituted, apologies, I think for Ousmane Dembele. And when I thought Kylian Mbappe was going to be inside that box, we all know there was only one outcome of it. And he will not be missing that perfectly created tap-in chance. A little volley to finish off this game. And that is 5-0 against a very strong side of Malaysia, I must say. They've had decent results in the last games in this match week itself coming into this game. But India has been so good in the second leg against them that they've had no answer whatsoever. Kylian Mbappe, once again, look at the dribbling. Look at the precision dribbling that is from the Frenchman there. Bellingham tries to just run past Kante, but not enough space. The press from Cancelo. It's all been the Tigers. It's all been Sid and CJ in this match. They've done everything correctly, but can Malaysia get that goal? They desperately need that. Mbappe plays it back to Bellingham, launching it out towards Cancelo on the wings. Another chance now. Pele will try and play out to Kylian Mbappe, who will play that pass. And once again, Edwin van der Sar, what a save. He's made some crucial saves inside the box, although it won't matter much on the result. But at the start, he did make a couple of very important saves, and that's the reason the score is not. Well, when I was talking about the score, another goal, very well created. I'm just going to say the score is not 7 or 8-0 by now because of the chances missed, but here is another chance created, and this time it is Ruud Gullit who scored that goal. What a player that he is. As a FIFA player or someone who watches FIFA regularly, this FUT card is always present in players' esteem, and he is always one of the best players out there. Again, a great cross there for Kylian Mbappe, and what a header that is. 7-0. I'm going to repeat that scoreline, 7-0. India has been so good, and Malaysia just not able to keep up with the fantastic performance of the E-Tigers in this match. This has been absolute demolition, and you must say that both the Tigers must be so thrilled right now, because they've had three very frustrating draws, two against Japan, one against Malaysia itself in the first match. They did not play well in a couple of matches themselves, as you could see. But to finish off this day one of match week 4 in the FIFA E-Nations 2022 play-ins has been fantastic for India as they conquer this fixture 7-0 against a very strong and formidable side of Malaysia. Fantastic performance indeed. Good points being put on the table. Out of the 4 matches being played, 3 of them were a draw. And you can see the last match, this particular match, I mean, India has scored 7 goals indeed against a very strong side of Malaysia. I'm just going to say that because it is very difficult indeed to be able to open up the defense of the Malaysian FIFA players who have so much of experience over the course of competing in all these years. But with that being said, you can see the goals, some fantastic goals being scored by India, coming down from the wings, tap in for Mbappe, as you just saw there. He's had that goal as well on the other side. Great chance this was, straight at the goalkeeper, but getting the second chance and smashing it away first time with his left foot, making no mistakes. And here was the press, the roulette, and a beautiful goal indeed from R9 to finish off this particular match. And after this, it was just a flurry of chances. You can see another tap in, very well created for Kylian Mbappe, who just dinked it in with his left foot on a volley, very casually though. How good he is in this match indeed. But I think it's now time to see how this match and how all these matches have had an impact on the table. Some great goals, as you saw, but it's now time to switch over to the rankings of match week 4 in the Asia and Oceania region of the FIFA E-Nations play-ins. And it is Australia at the top of the pile with 4 games played, 3-1, 1 draw. They are sitting at 10 points. Malaysia on 8 points, you can see, out of the 6 games they've played, they've won 2, drawn 2, and lost 2. And India, after playing 4 games, has won 1 match, 3 draws, no losses, which of course is a positive sign. They are sitting at the 3rd position in this match week 4 at 6 points. Coming to the consistency ranking points, of course, India is at the top with 28 matches being played, 12 wins, 10 draws, 6 losses, with 780 consistency points, whereas Australia is at 720. So that is, of course, a close-fought affair in order to finish as the highest seeded nation for heading into the playoff. But with that being said, we do conclude today's matches, the day 1 of the FIFA E-Nation Series 2022. Match week 4, India's 2 matches have been played, and the results were 3 draws. Of course, 2 draws against Japan in the first match and the first leg and the second leg. And then against Malaysia, there was a draw in the first match and a 7-0 victory in the second one, which of course is quite a dominant statement to make going into tomorrow. Tomorrow, the E-Tigers play against Australia and Indonesia. Don't forget to tune in to Indian Football Team's Twitch channel right here, and make sure to follow Indian Football on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, where you will be getting all the updates regularly regarding the journey of these E-Tigers. And we will now wait for tomorrow to see how the results come out to be, and whether to see if India will finish at the top of the consistency ranking points. With that being said, thank you so much everyone for watching. We will be back tomorrow for the next 2 matches between Australia and Indonesia. Against Australia and Indonesia, apologies. And we wish the Tigers the best of luck going into those matches. And we will see everyone tomorrow here on Indian football team's Twitch channel. Make sure to follow and keep the notification alerts on as soon as we go live for this matchup. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. It's been a pleasure, and see you tomorrow.